Is this working now?
Hello, madam.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing lovely. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Actually, I just won against Pirate DH.
Oh, yeah?
It was very painful, but
I've heard that you are a man possessed now and you are just doing it.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Legend or nothing. I'm going from Joe to pro by the end of this.
I love this energy. Okay. Tell me what you've been playing.
So I was playing a lot of. So after last time we played, I swapped out of that unholy minion deck.
Okay.
And went into a plague deck, but not the plague deck we played. I kind of made my own plague deck, and then that ended up carrying me to like Plat 5.
Okay.
Right before the perils dropped yesterday. And then I was eyeing some cards that you sent me, which I don't like any of the Shaman Tourist stuff or what it's worth, but
Fair.
I'm gonna turn
Can
these
you drop me your list so I can see what you've been playing?
Yes, 1 second. And so basically I put together, I'll show you in a second. How do I do this again? This is my collections, right?
Yeah, my collections, and then like click on your like the banner at the top.
Oh, I see.
And
Yeah,
it'll
and then
say
copy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just linked the massive wall of text.
Yep. Big massive text.
So it's basic. It's like a freeze plague deck kind of.
Oh, we got ETC in here. What's in your band?
Yeah, ETC was your doing. It's been very good for literally the only thing I care about in there is the snake most of the time.
Okay, okay. All right, hold on. I'm just looking at your list really quickly here. Okay.
Yeah, I got your stream up. I'll see what's going on. I see you.
All right, this is super, super control-y, but we like that. Okay, I know you kind of mentioned being more towards control, right?
Oddly enough, it's actually like killed people round 5 and 6 quite a lot too.
Can I spec a game of you just playing this list?
Oh man, you're putting me under pressure.
I just want to see.
Okay.
Throwing you in the fire.
All right, like versus, or you just want me to play a ranked?
No, just play a ranked game.
Okay.
I want to just spectate.
There's like there's a couple of cards. There's 2 other cards in here at the beginning that I played, and I swapped out of. So there's one like the Death Growl at the top is literally an addition as of like 2 games ago.
Okay.
I had a couple other cards. I have like 2 floater cards that I'm like haven't really settled on. I feel like they sometimes do something and then sometimes they don't really work out in the match, and it's kind of like meh, you know.
Okay, fair. Are you visible online, by the way?
In Hearthstone. Oh, do you want me to Discord instead so it's not delayed?
No. Because I think that this is going to have to be our way of communication on Friday.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Really, we're not allowed to use. Okay.
Well, I think I'm not sure actually.
That's fine. I mean, we can do this.
Also, in full transparency, my brother's getting married this weekend, so I'm going to be on a mobile setup on Friday. But it's going to be great.
Holy
it's going to be great.
Holy. Okay. I should be online now.
Okay, let me see.
Chad, how could it be shit? I have higher rank than her in ranked right now. What are you on about?
Wait for you to get in the game.
She's 10 plat.
Yeah. I'm going to have an extra monitor.
It's a shit deck.
I
might not play it well. But...
Easy peasy.
Congratulations to your brother, first of all.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And so the wedding's on Friday then, I assume, right?
No, wedding's on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah. I'm flying to Chicago.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Chicago.
Oh, you're also... Wait. You're flying to Chicago?
I'm not in Chicago right now. No, I'm in Florida.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because I couldn't do the cold anymore.
Oh, really? I love the seasonal change. I don't know. I don't think I could live somewhere that's just like one season more or less the whole year.
It gets cold here. It gets down to like 60
man.
Fahrenheit.
I mean, like, leaves turning colors and snow and that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Do you want me to fire this off, by the way, while we chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's like, I would say the decks that I have the most trouble with.
Mm.
I don't really know what to do. It's I don't know how many times I've faced a mage, gotten it down to like 3 to 5 health, and then he's like, oh, let's just cast like a YOLO Yogg spell, and it just like clears the board, heals him for 10, kills me, and like it's just like I don't know what to do about it, right? Like it's just like I just feel like it's so YOLO, and then just like seems to work almost every time.
I want to know your feelings about Yogg, just in general.
Well, no, it's that card that where they cast if they have the mana to cast it, they cast
Yogg
a
in the
copy.
box.
Yeah. So they always cast that, and one of the spells that ends up being auto-cast is some, like, obscene spell that just, like, clears the screen.
Okay.
What else is really annoying?
Pretty bad luck.
Warrior with 500 Ziliaxes. Just end my life. Very annoying.
Okay.
It always goes down to the nitty-gritty.
Ziliax is a bit of a rough one to face, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we also today need to kind of start. So I think obviously since you've been running this list, I think we should have this list be a thing. Do you know how many cards from the new expansion are in it?
Like 7, I think.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
There's no tourist cards. I don't know if we're supposed to have those.
I don't think we have to. I think as long as we have 5 cards from new expansion, it's good. We just need to think about a second list for you.
This doesn't seem like pirate deck.
Yeah.
No? Do you play this in pirate deck?
Wait, are you talking about the
my opponent.
Oh yeah, no, they are very likely running a pirate package as well.
Really? With a Naga?
Yeah, the Wayward Sage is just like an extra inclusion. They might be running like a whole self-damage Arana Thrill Seeker list, but probably at least some pirate stuff in there.
But yeah, Yogg in general, and I've played obviously a fair few games now, and I think I've seen like what's that card that we had in the starter deck that's like the Yogg location?
The Prison of Yogg.
Yes, okay. I have seen that actually help the opponent. Oh, it is a pirate deck. One time.
Oh, like usually it backfires?
Yes. I have never seen it actually like kill.
Do you think that maybe that's just a little bit of like a memory bias, maybe?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's either been neutral or like not in their favor most of the time.
That's fair. Yogg, for some reason, tends to like me, so now that I've said that, every Yogg I play for the next like 2 days is going to be really mad at me. But I mean, it's come in handy more than it hasn't as someone that runs Yogg on a very regular basis. Okay, so what is your game plan here? Mostly just like removing their minions?
Yeah, I find this DH pirate deck it's very coin flippy. So like literally just before we talked, I won against this, but I had like a really good draw. I had my remorseless. I just like cleared him so many times, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It doesn't seem it's going that way this time.
This list is like a very good list for the sake of like being able to regenerate very quickly. It does run out of steam eventually though, so if you can outlast them.
Yeah, I'm surprised they lasted so long. I mean, it went up until like turn 9 or something in the previous one. Like, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, like the first iteration of this list that I saw from yesterday was very like just face. And then like over the last like 24 hours, there's been a lot of like top end inclusions to make the game go a little bit longer and be able to recover.
Right. Okay. See, like this is a shit situation, right? Because I have a ton of clear in my deck that I could do, but I just don't have anything right now. So, like, I'm probably just gonna play Trader out, but because I don't have a plague in right now. I mean, I could play Grime Walker, but he's just gonna kill it, right?
Right.
Basically for free. So I think we just have to eat one to the face, but we need to put like something on the board. I think.
I agree.
So like I think Trader goes out. The only problem is if I put Trader, actually I probably put Grime Walker, because if we do get anything that gives a plague in the next round, then we could just clear the screen more or less.
Yeah, that's true. And like whenever you play something like this where you're playing the Grime Walker, it's like that's a desirable minion for them to want to remove.
Right, yeah, and just puts a target on its back.
Yeah, exactly. Take some damage away from your face.
The only issue now is like their deck ramps so hard, so now he's gonna have like 5 minions that are all, X2 at the end of this. So if I don't get a screen clear soon, like it's basically a match over.
Yeah, that was a bit of a rough hand that you were dealt there compared to what they're doing. They have a lot of the top end.
You should see my mage games.
Oh yeah.
They're so annoying, dude. I actually can't stand it because I feel like they don't do anything the whole match. You know what I mean? There's no like cool combos and like things to play against. They just like sit there clearing your minions constantly and then just like YOLO spell at the end and then like spam you with like BM squelch, anti-squelch messages and stuff.
Okay, but if you had to face that mage or like a priest that just takes all your things and plays them at you, which would you rather face?
You know, honestly, priest, I feel like with priest, it's a really long game and it's a tough game. But like I've beaten priests more like with less YOLO, or if they win, I'm like, they got me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's really annoying to play against, but I do feel like I don't know, they're more consistently beatable.
Okay, yeah. The honor is there for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Warrior's also pretty tilting. We played a couple warriors this morning that were essentially just like, what was this? They were essentially just like up until turn like 10 plus, it was just armor the whole time. All they would do just armor, bash, whirlwind, shield bash, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then just like, oh, here's Ziliax. Here's that new like fucking cleansing pool spell that summons 2 Ziliaxes. Here it is again with 3 Ziliaxes. Here's my legendary minion that summons all the Ziliaxes. Oh no, here's the guy that does double battle cries for the rest of the game. And now here's the legendary minion that reses the Ziliaxes. Here's 4 more Ziliaxes. And it's just like cool. And it's just like if you don't steal the first Ziliax, you're just like screwed.
Not saying that I was running a list similar to that, but I might have been running a list similar to that.
Well, so I was wondering this earlier. If you steal that first Ziliax, they're just screwed, right?
Yeah, I mean, depending. Like, I mean, I was running the druid version of what you're talking about, so it's not so, you know, armor for days. Oh, this is a tough situation you're in.
Yeah.
So the druid one. Is there a clear here with the mosh pit?
Yeah, but there's a.
And Reska.
Yeah, Reska. There's a Reska clear here.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was running the version that has that is druid, and it was. I mean, whenever I faced a warrior, I was also annoyed by the warrior. If that, you know, is a little bit better than saying I wasn't.
Do you reckon I death growl? I'm gonna death growl this and see. This is like what I just added this card. I'm curious.
That is so greedy. Holy farts. If and me saying something is greedy means that's like real greedy. Oh my goodness me. That's actually insanely greedy.
I mean, it's either that or mosh pit, right? But then he would have had minions left over.
For sure, that's that was just really disgusting. I mean, it worked out really well. Yeah, you definitely combo stopped them hard.
But I mean, so the previous round we did, I cleared this, not like in such a nasty way, but I cleared the screen probably 2 times, maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
And like they just kept coming, man. Like it was just like spamming minion. Like it was just like, here's another charge minion, here's another charge minion. And like luckily I got my Primus and like had a decent heal. Like it was this, yeah. Like it was just non-stop shit.
Do you run any of the excavate stuff in here or no?
No, I didn't do any excavate. I played a bunch of excavate at the beginning. I don't know. It's not my fave.
That's fair. The legendary is just really nice for getting a reborn Reska. Like when you hit the legendary treasure. So
the thing is, I have like 3 ways in this deck to get a reborn for her.
Oh, true. That's true.
So this is kind of a shit situation now. I think we handler.
The handler with the mosh pit's not the worst.
Yeah.
at your health total right now, it is pretty important to maintain control of the board.
I don't think I feed into that 5, right? I think I just face with the 2. So I can't face with the 2.
You can't. Yeah, you can't face with the 2.
But I think I just like chill. Like I'm not gonna kill it now, anyways. My spawn doggo.
Yeah, that's fine.
So-
There's
'cause
like
if you
an
get a
argument
Grime Walker-
for just taking it down a little bit.
I don't know. We might be dead here, alright? If he has some
Yeah.
kind of buff.
If there's any pirate buffs, which there very likely is.
Boom, boom.
7 on the board, 8 using hero power, 9, 10. Yeah, probably dead.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, there it is.
Does every deck just like run a Ziliax?
Honestly, Ziliax is one of the best things in the game right now because it's so versatile and can support so many decks.
I feel like maybe I should just, like, with like the couple of floater cards I have, I should just Ziliax.
I mean, Ziliax is not a bad inclusion depending on like what you're using it for. I think in my hand, like I think the list that I was running that was kind of similar to this, I did include like the life steal.
For Ziliax?
Yeah.
How do you even build a Ziliax? Like, is it a free card? I don't even know if I have it.
I thought it was one of those things that everyone got, but maybe it is not.
I don't see it here anywhere. Crafting. No. I'd have to craft it.
You have to craft it.
It comes from Whizbang's workshop. So you basically, how many modules can you add to it?
You add 2 modules to it, and like depending on what you add to it, the cost varies.
Right.
So if you're looking at something that lasts a little bit longer into the game, you could use the one that, you know, has all of the shebang of like lifesteal and elusive and rush and all the things, or you can do one that like has a lot of stats, summons a copy. If you're doing some hand buff stuff, there's a few different ways you can go with it. Or like in that one, it's very cheap because it's just meant to buff the minions on the board and costs less for each minion on the board. So it's just a really versatile minion that can support a lot of different decks.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good card. I actually have enough to get a legendary. That one's pretty tempting.
Yeah, I mean, we can do this. So I kind of wanted to see you. Can we, really quick, can I watch you pilot that deck one more time?
Yeah.
We're probably going to do more like versus each other, and you can borrow from me.
Yeah,
you
down
don't
for
have to
whatever.
craft
Did you
anything.
want to do just DK today, or did you want to mess around with something else too?
Do one more with this, just so I can see what's going on. Because I feel like that game was not a good representation of what that list can do, and like what you can do with that list. And also we were kind of chatting, and I wasn't fully paying enough attention that I wanted to.
Well,
So
I mean, it's possible that we just lose 3 in a row, right, and then like win the next 7. So, like, it's
For
it's,
sure,
it's,
for
it's hard
sure.
to sample from like.
wait,
one
wasn't
range.
that the first game today?
My first game?
No, the first game together. Like, wasn't that it, or did we do one more before that?
No, that was the first one. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
okay.
like, it's gonna be hard to be like,
For sure.
you know, you're going like a three loss streak here, any moment. But yeah, like I find like any super aggro deck like that pirate one, or like there's some DK ones going around right now too with some of the new cards.
Yeah.
It's basically I find I either get a good draw at the start with like weapon or a remorseless or like any kind of AoE clear, and then I usually win, right? Like 90% of the time, unless something
Right.
crazy happens.
Right.
If I don't get those, it's like a really big struggle. So it's just luck of the cards essentially at the end of that.
Yeah. It is a little bit tough to think about. What are you going to tempo out this Buccaneer? Or are you going to hero power? Or what's your play here?
I don't know. This is kind of sketchy, right? Because if I put the Buccaneer out, it's dead, but it'll force him to weapon, likely.
Yeah.
And then he spends a turn doing that, and then I can get the next Buccaneer out, right?
Right. But so then what's
But
your
then
follow up
this'll
move?
still. Well, the follow up, like I either hero power and then hero power again,
Uh-huh.
and let him smack me, or I Buccaneer, have him try kill Buccaneer, and then probably
true.
Hero Power. I don't know which one's better
Okay.
here.
I mean, you could put out Buccaneer and it will force hand a little bit, but there are a few removal options that they have. And it is always hard playing against a rogue because they are, you know, every class at the same time.
Yeah, with the lucky coins and everything.
Right.
Speak of the devil. Okay, that was a weird choice, I guess, but... So, like, here, is it worth Buccaneering for my freebooter, or should I just freebooter to not waste the mana? Like, how's he going to remove this 1/4 right now, if I play it?
Depending on what they have in hand, there's a chance they could remove it. I don't hate just the freebooter. I know that the Buccaneer and is like a good little tempo guy. We'll see what they have to answer to that. Ooh,
That was good. It's fine.
that was great.
Didn't waste a battle
Oh
cry.
my gosh.
Yeah,
That was so good.
That's big trouble for him.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
They know. I mean, that's just a hero power and you get rid of the taunt right away.
Yeah. I'm just looking
If it was worth playing the freebooter.
Yeah, but it's not worth letting the 2/6 on the board for free if he removes this, right? Like, we literally just got to hand it a freebie.
Exactly. That was such a good pull.
I played that card for a bit a while back with one of my decks, and it was sketchy. It's like-
The dirty rat.
yeah, like, sometimes you're just like, gotcha, and it's like you pull like an 8/8 flat minion, and you're like, oh, okay, well, that's a thing now.
Yeah, I think on like turn 2, someone pulled my Primus one time. And it was great, and I loved it, and then they conceded immediately.
I was considering doing weapon here, but just to freeze, and then we only have 1 charge left on card draw.
Yeah, I really like your mana usage here. Look at you with the efficient mana usage. Who is this player?
I learned from the best, what can I say?
Oh no,
I mean, that's
that's
fine.
a bummer.
Oh, he stole it. Oh. But wait, it loses all its buffs, though, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so it doesn't have poisonous, and it doesn't have...
Right, correct.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not reborn. It's not poison.
So the shitty thing here is we can't proc our Mortician now, because there's nothing... Like, I could have hero powered it into something and used Mortician. So, I mean, these 3
Yeah.
cards are just dead. So it's just weapon, hero power here, I think.
Yeah,
And we
easy.
just, like, pressure. And also freeze him from... There's been some games with this deck. It's actually... I felt, like, very annoying and evil, where I literally just kept, like, a warrior or rogue frozen for, like, 7-8 rounds. And they just couldn't use their weapon. Like, you know, like, decks that are built around that, like, lifesteal
Right.
weapon. And it was just... It felt good, man.
It's the best.
I was like, yeah, well, your entire...
Yep, your only game plan. It's gone now. Sorry, but I'm not sorry at all, actually.
Yeah, so I can push Mortician out now. That's probably the majority of his... Well, I don't know, right? He's using yet a lot of healing. Who knows?
I mean, it looks like they're making a lot of decisions based on the fact that they needed to heal up, and you were
Yeah.
putting a lot of pressure in.
Everybody needs a castle.
I think we down with the ship here.
I agree.
And then smack.
Easy. Yeah, good job.
And then easy Ruska, for sure. And then I think we just go face, huh?
Absolutely.
I kind of like... I don't know what your advice is. I kind of like sitting on the last charge of this weapon sometimes. Just to, like, freeze in a more opportune situation if he's high enough health. I don't know, go with shot.
Fair.
What is this? Divine Shield Taunt. It doesn't have... I mean, we can just asphyxiate this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the
You
best
could also,
option.
like,
I could
down
steal
with
it.
the ship into Frost
Oh, no, I
Strike.
can't steal it. Yeah.
But you have several options here. I like to think of like not using asphyxiate's totally fine. Like having your whole turn kind of sort of figured out to an extent of like, okay, I have this much mana left and this is what I can do with this mana.
Well, I'm just trying to think, like, how many massive minions is he going to play with my Reska coming up that I can just steal? And how
Right.
many small minions is he going to play that I could just zap for 3?
That's fair.
I mean, it's tough to say, right? There's no right answer. Like, I don't know. This deck is so YOLO. His deck is so YOLO, just who knows what he's going to get.
Entirely.
We can feed our second Mortician and then do the 1-2 combo on this guy with Frost Strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could actually also just weapon to face on this and save a spell, right? And then Frost Strike. See what
You
we
could
get
do
on
that.
Mortician.
He needs a cast.
Because then
Oh,
we can,
farmhand
because
is-
then we can quick draw this.
Yeah, that's cute.
All right. Probably Grimewalker. IMO. And then we go smack. RNG decks are a lot of fun to play, I agree, but like I feel like the mood swings you get from them
the
are
biggest thing, especially now that they've, do you have Marin in any of your? You have Marin in this one.
I just added it yesterday because it was, remember I said I had 2 floater cards?
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is the most AIDS new card in the world.
It's a card. I definitely didn't kill someone with this earlier. Definitely not me. Didn't do that. Nope.
Well, I mean, we can steal them, but it's not going to do much, right?
Right, because the it's all
Okay, then.
in their deck. So
Will
yeah,
it buff
you know.
theirs?
Uh,
Oh, no, it says upgrade
Actually,
your
no.
eruptions.
I'm pretty sure it's your list. So like, I don't think it does.
Actually, we can't even steal this because they only do 2 damage.
No, but you can Grimewalker and then give something a reborn, and you can clear all of them right now. Like Grimewalker and then hero power into one of them, and then give something reborn.
I don't think I can clear all of them, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying Grimewalker, hero power 1 down.
Yeah, and you can even reborn the hero power if you want to.
I'll make killing the last one, though.
Trade down with the ship, unfortunately.
You think that's worth over... I guess we could play this anyway.
Yep. Did you get it down? Yeah.
So now he has 5 3-damage explosive bombs, right?
Correct. Yes.
Which can at any point just clear my entire screen and we're dead.
Yep. Correct.
All right.
But hopefully they don't all draw into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a shaman list that I faced earlier that like the Incendious was the end game, and it was actually pretty crazy. It was kind of cool.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so here's the downside of the turn, is that they had AoE, and they now have 8 cards in hand. You have 4, and not a lot to do.
I mean, we either hero power past turn or bait
Yeah.
the Grimewalker since we have an extra right now, right? We chose an extra from the Mortician, so there's still 1 in the deck.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that. I mean, I think that definitely just having something that sticks to the board is not the worst idea. And playing it to the left, meaning, yeah, easy.
Yeah, I've been using my location to just split minions up.
Good job! Ah,
Hooray! Okay,
I'm
that's
so
all right.
proud of you. Oh, man. All
I
right, so
forgot
there's
you're like 5-10 seconds behind. You're like reacting to bad stuff when something good happens and stuff. What is the treasure this discovers? This is the second time I've seen this card ever get played since yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't explored Eudora that much, but I know that there's there's a ton of things that you can discover from it. I just haven't put in the effort to learn them because it didn't seem like that much fun.
Fair. I think we just army here. And have 3 of them on the board.
Yeah.
And of course, they are going to get a. No, we have 4 of them on the board. Of course, he's going to AoE now. Oh, okay. Waiting for it. So I mean that he's just trying to fish right now, right? For just like
correct.
any AoE clear.
Yeah. Also, maybe something sticky for them as well. Oh, might also be like prepping for Sonya.
Who's Sonya?
Sonya is the rogue card. When you play a 1 cost card, you get a 0 cost copy of it.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I don't know them all by name, but
Oh, no
if I
worries.
saw like the image, would be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
that annoying card.
the purple one. So I've been kind of like thinking about what, because I believe it's best of 1, and just like having multiple options for inclusions. Oh, that was rough.
Very nice.
You've ran into a lot of emoters.
Yeah, seems to happen. Like the higher rank I climbed, the more that happened.
Interesting. That's really funny.
We could steal both of those, right? We could hero power, kill the middle sandbox scoundrel, and then Reska both of those. I don't know if it's worth though, like to use our Reska on that. I don't know how many options we have though.
Yeah, true.
Or we could just do nothing, but that's probably not a good idea either.
No, doing nothing is not a good idea.
We could also run our handler into this 4/3.
I like where your head's at, but I think that you're using too many resources. So just Reska, I guess. I don't know what other choice you truly have in order to maintain control.
Oh, I should have played the minion out first. That just kills it, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Too slow. I'm not fast enough while listening and playing. I still lose some turns sometimes too. Because I take too long to think, and then some animations are so long that I'm like I got it as the rope starts.
Right.
And then the rope starting, and it's like Primus into like Grime Walker watching each minion get poison and all this stuff. What is this? Why is this a thing?
Oh no, that's really funny that happened. I'm sorry.
What is this?
So these are Annoyo modules and Annoyotrons. They're kind of annoying.
You don't say.
Yep. Just, shields and mechs and shields and taunts. It's like boots and cats, but shields and taunts.
What is it there? Summon
Those
3 mechs of
3/6s,
taunt.
yeah, they're gonna summon a whole lot more annoying stuff. Those are like the
I should probably kill those
annoying.
first so that they overcap, right?
Yeah, exactly. I get rid of those so that they can't summon all of them for sure. That's really unfortunate that they just had that.
That's not part of a rogue deck, right? Like that was just like a draw.
No, yeah. Yeah, Annoyo Horn.
Annoya. Who's is that a neutral? Oh no, it's a paladin card.
That was one of the treasures, and it came from duels.
What, the treasures?
Duels had like treasures and duels. Yeah. There's Sonya. What are we gonna see now? Are they like giga buffing something in their hand right now? Oh yes,
probably.
but like what?
There's still 4 more explosive cards in his hand, right? Oh, there was one druid deck. This is just reminding me because he's spamming this. There was a druid deck I played yesterday, where they essentially got to a point where they were just spam casting 0-cost spells for 6 damage each for literally my entire health pool in one turn. They had a bunch of setup. It was some kind of like recast recast all spells after 3 rounds, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was dragon, and then it just like it was obscene.
Yeah.
He spent the entire game just like reducing his spell cost and building that up, and then just in one turn killed everything.
Yeah, I fully know what druid you're talking about. That's a really fun one to play.
It's the only time I've ever seen it.
How do you feel about like combo lists?
What do you mean?
Like the list that oh.
I think it's Scourge.
Yeah.
List that what? Sorry.
Your assistance is adequate.
Are you gonna play the handler or are you gonna hero power?
I don't know. The handler has more stay on the board.
Yeah, and you could probably put the handler between the Primus and one of the taunts.
To prevent a swipe?
Yeah. What was I saying?
Combo decks.
Oh yes. Like the OTKs or oh my gosh.
Lucky dude.
I kind of forgot those were in there. We haven't seen any of them.
Now there's still 3 though.
Yep. Like the things like that, like how the one you faced where it's like, okay, let's do all of this stuff all at once, one big swing turn OTKs combos.
Oh, like I find, you know, like when you're facing, like I find that these games, like this rogue I'm facing, like I know it's obviously, you know, you think I'm lying, but like I beat this like 60% of the time, you know. It's just what cards do they get when they're YOLOing and what cards do I get? Like,
Sure.
I don't think there's any deck I've come across that's like, oh, I'm insta dying. So I find these like super combo decks. If you can't shut them down early, then you're probably just dead, right?
That's fair.
But like I haven't found that I consistently lose to them in terms of like how do I feel about playing them. Like I'm fine either way. It could be fun, right? But I feel like it might be aggravating if you're drawing and not getting the stuff you need. But I think it could be fun in general from like an arcadey perspective to run them, and then like it'll help you learn the game better because you have to kind of play with what you got, right?
Right. Okay, you have a lot of taunts here. I mean, they could have just a spell to just hit your face with, but this is promising.
Well, let the roulette begin. First guy hit right afterwards, the highest damage minion, of course.
But at least you can trade that off.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
What are these doing?
Oh no!
Shocker. That's what he was buffing. Nah, GG's.
Oh, GG.
GG's.
Okay. Do you want to... That was a very long game. Do you want to maybe run like us versus each other friendly? And I'll run some lists and you can see what you're interested in playing, because I feel like the best thing for you to bring this Friday is stuff that you feel comfortable playing. And if you're like, ooh, I could totally do this, you know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I definitely think we should
borrow.
play this deck as well, though. And
I
then,
agree.
like,
I
whatever.
agree. Yeah.
Because like it doesn't make sense that I played like 300 games on this and then not.
No, for sure. That's your for sure inclusion. We just need one more.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. Like I can play anything. I don't mean like to taunt. Like I can play anything if I'm given time to learn it. So I think what needs to be taken in consideration is like, what do you, in your opinion, what the learning curve of some of these are? That
for sure.
Like Secret Hunter seemed pretty easy to pick up, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't know how strong it is. Like I honestly haven't seen many Secret Hunters in like Diamond 5.
Yeah, Secret Hunter's not great, and like the better you get, the easier it is to play around the spells. But it is like I don't know exactly the skill level of all the other people you're going to be
This
facing,
game
so it
tilts
might
me.
be
Every
annoying,
game tilts you.
but might not be. But yeah, I wouldn't bring Secret Hunter.
Sure.
I was playing. Have you played this warlock that just like creates and does damage real quick?
Is it the one that with like the legendary sludge and he defends himself while giving you fatigue damage and all that?
No, but it's similar.
Okay.
This has Vona at the top end, which is a new card where it summons this minion called Ouroboros, which is an 8/8 taunt that is a death rattle. It gives Ouroboros to a minion in your hand.
Sure.
And you basically just do a ton of damage to yourself, like a lot of damage to yourself.
Oh, I think I played. It's like a super aggro deck, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think I played it. Like, I died on like turn 4 with it while the warlock was already at 10 health because all they did was summon obviously cards that are strong at the cost of damaging themselves.
Yeah.
And if like you don't have anything to deal with that, you're just like dead. Like the entire board was just like 4, 3, 5.
Yeah. So I was thinking
yeah,
either
we can try
that warlock or the druid that maybe makes you feel some kind of way.
Whatever. Sure. Let's try the warlock because I like usually play more control-y, so it might be refreshing to have something that's just like giga aggro.
Yeah. Okay.
But are
so
you playing it, or do you want me to like, or
You
do you
can
want to
borrow
link it
it.
to me? Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you can borrow it. And I'll just run something against it, unless you want to run a mirror.
I mean, whatever you like.
Um.
So what is it? Pain lock? This one?
Yeah, pain lock.
Okay.
I'll run a mirror. Let's run a mirror.
So what's the shtick with this? The entire shtick with this is just to just face constantly.
Yep. Find things that hurt you. Do those things that hurt you.
And hurt them harder.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Definitely, Infernal is something that you need to find, but don't mulligan for it. Infernal sets your health back to 15, and you're gonna go down to like very low health, and then you'll go back up to 15 with Infernal. There is some like removal. Just be mindful that you don't accidentally lethal yourself,
Okay.
because that would be
there's
bad.
Infernal.
Because then you'd be dead.
So Infernal you want to play like later as a save?
Yeah,
Okay. It's like a small reset for yourself.
exactly.
Okay.
But then there's like some big boys. The Imprisoned Horror is like discounts based on how much damage you do to yourself, and the Molten Giant does as well. So just like playing out as much as you can that will do ouchies.
Okay. So do you even oh yeah, see, I don't have any of this. Like, do I try to control the board here against you at all, or no?
Nope, just go. The mirror is tough. The mirror, and I shouldn't have mirrored against you because that is a tough one of like balancing, controlling the board versus, like just going face. But there can be times because we are both having the goal of doing damage to ourselves, where you might be able to close it out. Like you
Right.
doing damage to me does not allow me to do damage to myself.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
The fact that it's turn 2 and I'm at 14 health is kind of hilarious.
So what's the counter to this deck? Is just like mulliganing control cards early, or just out aggroing?
Like from the perspective of the list you were running?
No, just like in general. Well, I mean, both, I guess.
That's the thing about that is like you want your list to have some kind of like, even if it's got like mostly control cards, you want to have those like low end control cards. Like this would be the same mulligan as you would against a pirate DH, because you want to control the board as much as you can and remove my stuff.
Right. Okay.
But like always count your lethal and don't tunnel vision on the board, because you know I can lethal you next turn, but can you lethal me this turn?
No.
Okay, fair.
I have what's on the board, and I have the 2 trolley rushes and a spirit bomb. So do I just draw a card and pray? Like, what am I gonna get for 1 mana? Like, I think it's just like a Dunzo angle.
Yeah, theoretically.
Alright, I'll just draw for fun.
Yeah, I just got too much of the good stuff early. Okay, I'm gonna run a different list and you run this list.
Sure. The thing is, I also don't know what's in this deck that I should be mulliganing for.
I mean, like, I think that honestly you just kind of
Whatever
didn't, like,
hits damage.
well, you did mulligan correctly. I just hit harder.
Yeah.
Like, I just got better stuff, and I was on the coin, so I had the advantage. The coin in this list is such an advantage because you can run that much
Yeah.
extra stuff early.
Yeah.
But I've had games end on 5 mana very quickly with that one. So I'll run
Always Nico.
I'll run a different list, and you run that Pain Lock. I feel like a lot of people are gonna play Druid. I'm gonna run Druid against you.
Okay.
Oh yes, the Treant. That's it. We learned this earlier today as well. The Treant that costs health instead of mana. That does not reduce the cost of the horror.
So what?
The 9 mana thing. Do you have your little list tracker up?
I do, but what am
It's
I looking
the 9 mana, the second to last card. That
for? It's not populating the list properly for some reason.
weird.
It's only showing what I currently have in my mulligan right now.
Oh, okay. I think you have to sorry, you have to change a setting. I can help you with that.
Okay. What does this do? Draw 2 cards, deal 3 damage to your hero, shuffle 2 copies of this into your deck. I assume it's a setting to allow like borrow decks.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
I assume it's a setting to allow borrowed decks.
No. Does it populate for like your normal lists?
But yeah, I usually see everything on the side for my
That's
sideboard.
really weird that
But
it's
I'm not
not.
seeing it right now.
Hmm.
I think it's because the program hasn't seen the full list in this deck. I just chose the deck and started playing.
Okay, maybe.
So it's only seen a couple of cards that have popped up. Like I need to see like the full list of it, I guess.
Yeah, here. Does it say import deck code at all? Like on
There's
the
an import thing at the top, and then from deck code, yeah.
Okay, here. I can give you the deck code right now.
Boo-doo. What does this do? Costs 1 less for each damage you've taken on your turns this game.
There's only one really good counter to this list, and it's taunts.
Stay alert, my children. Danger lurks.
I clicked import from deck code, and it says clipboard contains no supported URL or deck data, but it's what you just gave me.
Did you copy it?
Yeah, it's on my clipboard.
Weird.
It doesn't even have a field to like copy it in.
Okay, well we'll get you the list before we start the next game.
Okay.
Do you find Deck Tracker helpful?
Yeah, it's been alright
Good.
to keep track of some things for sure. I can't say it's like game breaking, but it's certainly been helpful.
For sure. This list that I'm playing right now was the other one I was going to suggest for you to bring.
The Druid?
Yeah.
Was this the Chonkwei? I actually don't know. I haven't weighed him in a while. I think he's in that 12 to 14 pound range. Well, 12 might be a little on the less. Probably like 14-ish pounds. Did you go into the deck to look at the deck list? No, that's
Okay,
I'll do it
you got
between
me in
matches.
a spot.
Like we do it between them.
For that turn, Did you like see you had an extra mana and so you decided to do the mass production?
Yes.
Okay. Because like if that was like your original plan, I would have started with that just to see if you wanted to take it another direction.
In the end, had I rethought it, I probably would have done it the way you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, anytime you have an opportunity to discover and it's gonna be included in your mana, always do that first in case it changes your whole game plan.
Makes sense. Pip's 8 pounds already? The chonky boy. Speaking of chonky boys, hi, Mr. Cat.
Yep, GG's.
Is it?
Well, not on the board yet, but I'm preemptively GGing because I thought you'd just have it.
What is there? So here's on here. You are just a young cat.
Oh, that was a good turn. Super good order there.
Oh, Mr. Animal, we're getting compliments. Look how handsome you are, too. Well, format the title to show the streamer you're streaming with. I mean, I can. Does hers say the full one?
I think this still won't even be enough.
One second. I have too much cat here. There's a lot of cat going on. I'll fix it after this. That's sorry, my cat just invaded my desk.
Oh, you're
that's
fine.
what he does. Let's see here. I think we got 5, 10, 18. I think we Jeej. I think we are Jeej. You also barely lose.
GG's. Okay, how did you feel about this one?
I mean, it's definitely easy to play, right? Because
Yeah,
it's just look for card push button. What is the biggest card I can play right now? But it seems like the big moment outside of like managing mana properly. It seems like the big moment with it is like, as you said, when do you play the Infernal to recharge? And it doesn't seem too hard to because it's cheap, right? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
It's not like ooh, yeah, I can play this, but it's 9 mana for next turn. It seems like decently easy to lace it in mid game, which is basically your end game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that one.
Okay.
That's cool.
You want to run, I'll run the Pirate Demon Hunter, which is pretty aggressive into it, and you can see.
Sure.
How do I don't know how to import the list for you.
Is there a way for me to view your deck? Because then it'll probably upload it. Because all I could do is click on it and then choose. What happens if I choose? It just says waiting for you to select a deck. So I don't know if I have like a way to view it.
I'm gonna see if like I don't know. Does anyone know the answer to that? If you can like have the list, that's actually not something that I'm not sure about it. I mean, I can like yeah, alpha, but just to have it on the deck tracker. I mean, I could just like send you like the whole list instead of just the deck code, so you can like have it in Discord at least.
Sure. I also don't really know how useful it's going to be this moment, because it's like I want that information, but it's going to be one of those like I need to sit down and stare at it, and it's probably not like the best.
Okay,
use
so
for
then we'll
2
just go
hours.
ahead and ship it.
Yeah, I mean, just like
Okay.
send it over whenever, and I think we just jam this, and
Okay.
then we can swap to Druid or something later. Whatever you'd like me to try.
Yeah. Let's do one more with the Warlock against an aggressive list, and then we'll switch to you doing Druid.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Animal. Mr. Animal. Man, you gotta stop rolling around and shit. You're getting mats on your back. It's because I give him cat drugs, chat, and then as soon as I do that, he like licks the drugs a bit, and
I
then
feel like
starts
this is
rolling
going to be
around
a
on his
tough
back.
one because you're going to want to trade.
Right. Well, this is kind of weird, right? Because I'm going to be damaging myself while you're damaging me pretty aggressively as
Right.
well.
There are going to be definitely times that you should trade, and that I think that's honestly one of the hardest parts of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this will be a very situational thing. That I mean, you're picking everything up very quickly, so I feel like this situational situation will work
Remix.
itself out.
Gain stats equal to the damage your hero has taken to this turn.
An important thing to consider is just how valuable the minion is to me when you're thinking about if you want to trade it off or not.
What is that? What is that character portrait?
Oh, mine?
It's just Illidan with kittens?
yeah. Look, this is my greeting.
Do you have any catnip?
Oh, oh no, he'll get an ego tag.
It's really adorable. I'm not really one for cosmetics, but I am a sucker for animals and food. So, like, yep.
I don't know if we draw here or like. That costs 2 as well. Is it at the start of your turn? Yeah, okay.
Almost out of time.
And then this will get some dam.
Oh my, okay.
Spell your lowest card. Best portrait? Why isn't there not one of Gul'dan petting kittens, chat? Oh, I just realized that for stream up when I like looked over at the card she was looking at. Ah, no cheating. It's only for Costin's parents.
Yeah, Illidan, you tell him. Oh, that was some of the death noises of some minions make me really sad. That was one of them.
Well, I mean, this kind of sucks. I got like nothing to play. I just pirate set up for buff. A chicken butty is a sandwich. I'm not that weird. We're eating chicken butt again. Yols. Boy mini.
My turn.
The entertainment has arrived.
Yeah, the draws wasn't so good this time. I haven't gotten any of like the 1 and 2 cost minions.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I don't know
Is
what's
it-
going on in your
I
hand right
think
now.
that's literally just every deck, though, right? I mean, it is a game of chance at the end as well.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
hand, well, I mean, I'll tell you my hand after. I'll even screenshot it for later.
But I mean, you made a smart choice with the trade there, removing the thing that was valuable.
And she either kills me or I kill her. That's basically what it is. Does she have lethal? She has 6 damage on the board. I have 13 health. Meow, 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 meow.
Package type for treasure transport.
Does that have charge?
Okay, so huh. I'm trying to do math.
Oh, so I'm trying to do meth.
No. GG's.
You pulled a me.
I did. When there's math where it's just adding a lot of really small numbers together, yep, brain stop. Brain no work.
I guess I lucked out. You didn't have anything. Like my hand was, when I said I'll screenshot my hand, it was that giant infernal and that legendary lady you talked about that has the big taunt.
Oh yeah, Vuna.
So there's just like
or
nothing to
Vona.
play. And before that, it was just that little crystal thing.
What turn was that? Was that turn 5? That
I think so, yeah.
okay. So you couldn't have even played Vona. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, so that feels pretty like just intuitive for you, and you made
Yeah,
trades
that
at good
is,
times.
Well, it's intuitive. It's intuitive because I've run into it, and it's annoying to play against it.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's the
Best
way to learn.
Yeah, no, true.
So do you want to grab that tempo druid,
Sure.
and then I will
Tempo ramp. Oh, tempo druid. Okay.
tempo druid. Yeah.
What's the goal here?
So you have like in this tempo druid list, I think I'm gonna copy this one for you into Discord just so you can like refer to it. Wait, do I have this one? Yeah. If the import's not working, I would like you to at least be able to see everything. Hold on one second. Okay, if you click that link, it'll take you to the whole list in like another window if you just want to look at it. But you want to find your Splish Splash Whelp, which you play with a dragon in your hand. New Heights is really important. You play New Heights to get extra mana. But your early minions just give you some tempo, and then Puppet Master Dorian is kind of agreed to include, like, you're sometimes going to get value from it, but I feel like you actually have a tendency to play pretty greedy, which I relate to. But Dorian sometimes might not be like, oh, if I wait 2 turns, I can play Dorian in this and I'll get so much value. Doomkin is a really important part of this list because you take one of your opponent's mana crystals. Of course, Marin, you know Hydration Station, Sleep Under the Stars. I think you've seen a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
And you have your Ziliax at the top. Your Hydration Station is going to resummon Ziliax. And Phi is a dragon that gets discounted for each dragon you've summoned. So those are your top end that Hydration Station pulls back. Of course, we have Yogg the Titan, and ANR is the Druid Titan, which it'll bring you back to full health or give you your mana all over again. Yeah, but basically just you're mulliganing for New Heights, Splish Splash Whelp. You want like Gift Wrapped Whelp just so you have another dragon in hand. I just said so many words. Did that make sense?
This is a druid deck.
Yes.
You nailed it. I was gonna get my hands on it.
Okay, let's go.
But this one definitely seems a little more planny than like Ook Warlock.
Then what?
Oh, it's WoW term. Never mind.
What does that mean?
Ook in WoW language means like me hit face. It's like dumb like Neanderthal gameplay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, fair. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more planny than that for sure. I'm wrapping my head around that right now. That's hilarious. Yeah, anything that summons things and gets you more mana. Just mana and summons. Also, I'm running a mirror because there is a chance that that's going to happen to you on Friday.
Sure.
This is... My brain didn't do things. I was talking when I was mulliganing.
It's the ook brain. It's okay.
Yep. Do you have a turn prepared for that? Are you ready to go on that?
Yeah.
All right.
That just means I have 3 mana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, 4 mana because it's on 2.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
It's the yeah.
You're merely a pawn.
Shut up. Okay. I mean this with the utmost respect, but you take greed to a whole new level, and I thought I was a greedy player. My goodness, get it.
I learned from the best. What can I say? I gotta like overcap here. How does this work? Sure, let's try.
All strings attached.
For the wild.
We all exist in harmony.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know if you realize how bananas this is, but it's
not a run
bananas.
game. There's no bananas here.
We all exist in harmony.
I don't know if you know what you've done right now, but you've done.
I think we need to play the mana out, right? Because like we need to be able to play these cards is kind of the issue right now. So I think we pop this, and we pop this, and we steal her 4/5.
Oh my gosh.
Should have attacked first.
Together now.
Still playing Uno? You've activated my trap card. I know that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat.
Okay, well, I would also like to congratulate you on using up all of your RNG in this one game right now.
Why did you make me play this deck?
you know. I am truly baffled right now.
Running out of space though, but we have 6 mana we can play with.
I think the best part about this is that I said that Dorian is a really greedy inclusion and that you're probably not going to get a lot of value from Dorian, and then this happened.
Oopsie daisy. Yeah, because we have to use mana here. We're just gonna burn some cards like it is what it is. Is what it is, chat.
Together now. Together
All
now.
strings attached.
For what, y'all? Oh, clip command.
I am literally so blown away by your by just this. This is I just.
Together now.
All strings attached.
Together now.
And I feel like we also just had like a really lucky draw. Let's be honest, yeah. It's just like silly. What does this do? Restore. Click on a Titan. Draw cards until your hand's full. Restore your hero to full health. Refresh your mana crystals. There's no poison in this deck, is there? Hey, I was using that.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't notice that you were using that.
Oh, okay. Well, honest mistake then, no problem.
My hand is too full.
I feel like I know what turn you're gonna play right now. And I hope that you feel as evil as this turn is that you are about to do, that I assume that you're doing.
I bestow these.
Oh, that is not what I thought you were gonna do. Oh wait, hold on, there's so much more time left.
The virtue of the wild.
Oh my gosh, that's so much worse than what I thought you were gonna do.
For the wilds. Time waits for no one.
Together now.
What does this do? Dormant. Wild dormant. Okay, so no more summoning things there. What else does she do?
You're merely a pawn.
Draw cards until your hand's full.
I wonder.
Insignificant. Insignificant.
Together now.
No, because I mean, she's playing a mirror deck. Why would I use that? Boo, 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 boo.
Perfection.
Does this deck have any like direct damage to the boss or anything? I could be, oh no.
Wonder.
So I use this hydration station thing. Where is it? Do I not have one? There it is. Right.
for no one.
Together now.
Oh no.
She's gonna yog. She might yog the board. Oh my god. Maybe I'll just yog the board, dude.
Hydration station. Oh my gosh.
I'll just yog 8.
Insignificant. At perfection.
Together now. Together now.
Oh, I fucked that up. Well, let's yog.
Time waits for
You
no
still have one more hydration station, right?
Maybe. I wanted. I should have done the 5/5 and then hero powered it.
for the wild.
I should have played the 5/5 and then hero powered the res on that one, and then this guy wouldn't have had a divine shield, so that was a misplay. I just don't like these cards. I'm like looking around the cards trying to read them quickly. I mean, I know them facing them, but like, you know, I've never played with them myself.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
How do you get rid of that thing? I mean, you don't. The best is to mind control it. Mind control is the ultimate counter to summoning a million Ziliaxes, because a lot of the hydration stations and stuff
No, those are not good.
feed off of oh my. They feed off of
He likes cheese, okay?
Am I holding a dragon? This is a dragon?
Stay alert, my children.
They feed off of resurrecting them, so if you don't kill them, you just steal them, like, they're fucked.
Is this hydration station? Is this hydration station?
For the wilds.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Time waits for no one.
So I think next round we draw and we try to get hydration station. Problem is she probably has her Yogg now, yeah? And Yogg is gonna cause a lot of problems. Ah, the real one.
Ah. Cheese dragon.
How do you feel about that card?
The cheese dragon?
Yeah. It has a name, but yeah.
Gorgonzormu.
Thank you.
And smell.
I have no feelings towards it. How do
Did
you
they
feel
know
about
or
it?
so?
No feelings towards it. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had games where it's been useless against me, but also all of a sudden they summon 3 8-cost minions that are just a nightmare to deal with.
Right.
So yeah, it goes both ways, I suppose.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Oh no, we only got 1 Ziliax.
Darn it, only one Ziliac.
Gosh, darn it.
Are you a Ziliax enjoyer now?
I think I might try him in the deck. It's one of these cards that just seems, because it's so but like, man, I'd have to spend basically all my dust to craft it, which
Right.
like probably worth. Like, I mean, what other legendary would you recommend in what you saw?
I mean, Ziliax is absolutely worth.
He's just such a pain in the ass. And I could probably get some annoying death rattle stuff with him, with my deck. I assume.
I mean, you can at least get like the +1/+1 for, and then the discount for other minions for sure.
Does he not have a death rattle thing that I could feed into like the million ways I give death rattle to? Or sorry, does he not have a death rattle that I can reborn him with?
Not that I can recall, but there is a reborn. Like one of the things
Yeah,
has
yeah.
reborn in it.
Yeah. Thing is, my deck's almost empty, chat. I certainly don't need to draw cards here.
Oh dear.
I don't know. What'd you get?
Bad. Quite bad. Very ungood. All right, well.
She hasn't played her Titan yet either now.
That rope's burning again.
It's hard to be aggressive with this deck. Oh, a gambling lady.
Indeed. Spoiler alert, I got another Gorgonzormu.
Well, now
I just wanted to share that with you. Oh, the Death Rattle shuffles Ziliax back in your deck.
Oh, interesting. I don't know how interesting though.
Insignificant. Perfection.
I love height.
For the wild.
I love height.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, this is not. Oh, well. All right, well.
Time to light a fire under this town.
Oh. Oh.
I got that Divine Shield.
Why? Why that one?
Man, she was like 1 day away from retirement, dude. She's old. What the hell? Ah.
There's Gorgonzormu.
A lot of
Starting all
cheese.
over again.
Back to the beginning. I think we should go face, dude. Maybe not.
So I know we have like a 15-minute time limit.
Yeah.
How long has this game been going on?
Yeah, I don't know if they're like... I saw that time limit, and I mean, even if... Like, there's definitely things I can move quicker with, etc. But...
Yeah.
But even so, I mean, some games just take ages. Again, like, what if these two decks come up against each other? I don't understand.
Well, so like what's it, the overtime or whatever? There's 3 turns to do as much damage as possible, and then whoever's at the higher health at the end of it wins.
All right. Pretty whack, if you ask me.
I'm waiting for no one.
Pretty whack.
This game, it's been going on for 13 minutes.
Really?
This game.
Wow.
Yeah,
it seemed longer.
it feels much longer than
Yeah,
that.
we've been here for like 25 minutes or something.
25. I didn't think 25.
I feel like I've been here for... I feel like I've aged terribly playing this round.
Danger. Stay alert, my children. Danger.
Aged terribly.
Ooh. That's a big boy.
Aggie.
That is a big boy.
Aggie doing Maggie things. Oh no, 22 minutes. Nope, yep.
Okay, that's a
You were
little
right.
more correct.
Yeah. You have in fact aged
Take a load off.
22 minutes.
Substantially. There's no point playing this, it'll die. There's no point playing this, it'll die. Most of these things will die. This one's okay. And then we just YOLO our legendary.
Oh no. Is it Incendious? I would die.
No, it's not very good, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
Are you debating me right now?
No, they're all pretty shit.
Okay.
No, they're all like, pretty terrible.
Oh. Finally.
You can't attack
Oh,
with
I feel like I
ENR until
could've used
she's
buttons
cast
to
all
get
her
there.
spells. And her remaining 2 spells are... That is the first time I've ever seen this card and I play DK. Even other
buttons?
DK decks, yeah, I haven't seen a single DK run this at all.
Oh yeah, no. There's like some application for buttons, but not a lot. Mostly he's just adorable.
Nodders. I mean, I gotta use something on her. She's just... actually, she's not
Okay, so since we're kind of more talking about what's going on, why haven't you drawn with Anar yet?
Because my deck's like screwed, right? Like I'm about to run out. I
True,
feel like when I was so full on cards for so long that by
Right.
the time I would have drawn with her, I was still at 8-9 cards. And now if I do, I'm just gonna run into what's it called? Fatigue damage.
True. Okay, fair.
That's kind of my concern with it.
That makes sense.
Ooh.
Time waits for no one.
And then I haven't been below max HP, so
For the wild.
yeah. Give me one of those 500 mana crystals. This game doesn't end. Second ads will run.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Daddy made toy out of me!
What was the... That minion made some weird words happen.
What do you mean? It was French.
Was it?
No.
Oh.
Are you just draw and YOLO? Like, I know we should probably play this out first.
Oh, this is something.
Let's yeah, something's a good way to describe what's been happening.
This actually feels like like a stalemate situation, which doesn't usually happen with this list. I mean, like the mirror.
I think it's because of the mirror match.
Yeah. Oh, these are fun.
Time waits for no one.
Well,
Wait, why did you do that?
we have to end this at some point.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense for why you would do that.
So now you have some good burst of damage here, potentially.
The magic of life.
Destroy a minion and all copies of it wherever they are. Bro, that'll be fucking giga for some against some decks.
Well,
I don't think it's over. I don't have enough damage on the board, chat. Can we play 6, 10, 15? We can play all three of these.
What to do?
One stab, mini kill.
but
Hide behind yourself.
no way.
Time waits for no one.
The magic of life.
Oh wait, now I can't play the fucking chick. I'll play her next round though. It's fine.
For the wilds. Your turn.
Now we play the extra turn after. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to lethal anyway, even if I played her. I need one more turn. No, but... Wait, was that natty, or did you by chance re-roll one of those?
No, I finally got mine.
Oh.
It finally happened.
I'm lucky. That's probably GG.
Oh, right, because you have not a lot going on in your hand.
Not so much. I had one last play if you didn't have that. Which, like, I don't think was lethal before. Alright, it's GG's. Definitely GG's. I had this, but it wouldn't have been enough damage to go again, even through your taunts.
Yeah.
So I had to take
Also,
one more turn.
you having another turn means you take more fatigue damage.
Yeah, but I would have died anyways, right? Like,
Yeah,
the idea would have been to just do that and lethal you in one turn, but there just
Right.
wasn't enough damage on the board.
Right.
Nah, GG's.
Okay, GG's.
Yeah, I found it like that start was ridiculous, but I find it, and I'm sure I need practice on this deck, but I feel like you couldn't really, like, maybe it's because you were playing the same deck, but it's hard to really take advantage of, like, a big damage board with all the Zilliaxes and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No,
like
that-
I feel like I completely lost whatever early advantage I had because this is not an aggro deck at all. So I was like, oh,
Well,
cool, you got some, like, nice stuff at the start, but too bad.
100% it's because we played a mirror match.
Yeah.
Like, that is how the mirror match goes, because we both have the same answers to the same, we have the agitation and the answer, and we both have the same things.
ENR couldn't attack,
so-
chat.
But I feel like mirror matches in this deck
ENR
are
didn't
much
count on that.
harder to pilot than, like, me playing something else against that list.
Yeah.
But so I know obviously that was a year-long game, but between that druid and then the warlock, obviously way different. Which one did you like better? The warlock?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because I see the advantage of the druid, but I feel like what advantages I got, I couldn't really do anything about.
Sure.
Right? Which was basically I just played an entire deck. Like I played the entire, like half my deck, and then you just Zilliaxed half of it. And then we just Zilliaxed each other back and forth, and any like advantage I had just basically went away.
Right.
And I feel like maybe I misplayed my ENR a bit, but I feel like there was just nothing to do with her for the whole match until the end. I was max health the whole time. Like maybe I should just healed myself anyway to get the Treant.
I will say there was one moment which I said to you, like, this is a disgusting turn that you have, that you didn't play what I expected you to play.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what I expected you to play, because I think the game would have gone very differently if you'd done this. Because I knew you had a Yogg because of your Dorian, 1/1 Yogg. So you had a Yogg. You had enough mana to play Yogg. So why didn't you take my Zilliax?
Why didn't I take your Zilliax? I don't know. Because I didn't think about it. I misplayed. You know, it's
That's
funny
fair.
too, because afterwards I was talking to stream and I was like, yeah, the easiest way to shut down the Zilliax rezzing is to just steal their Zilliax before it happens.
Yeah, and you were talking about that earlier, and you were like, yeah, you just, if you can steal the Zilliax,
was
because
lethal?
you were
I'd
stealing
have to see it
Zilliax
again.
with Reska, and you were like, that's the easiest way to shut him down. So I was so expecting you to steal my Zilliax in that
I've also
moment.
never played that card
and
before.
you
like,
didn't,
these are
and
all
I
new
was
cards.
like, wait, because if you had done that, I would not have been able to come back the way that I did.
If you steal a Zilliax, like all of those
Hydration
hydration
stations.
stations are useless. Well, not useless, but like they will not include the Zilliax, right?
Correct, yeah. So I wouldn't have gotten a Zilliax to die while it was on my side. And all of that back and forth with the Zilliax that started kind of going down a rabbit hole wouldn't have happened.
I see.
Because I only would have gotten Fi and then some other like little tiny taunt dragons that I had from the beginning. And that would have just set you so far ahead that I wouldn't have been able to recover.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And I think I honestly, if there was one quote unquote error, there's so many different ways to play this game. I don't like to call anything an error, but if there's one place where maybe things went like a little bit wrong, it would be right there, I think.
Yeah.
And then, of course, moving forward, things, snowballed. But if you had taken that from me and not allowed me to have that, that would have been it for me.
Yeah, part of it was just I was kind of like the first session we did, obviously not as bad. I was just spending time reading cards. Like I didn't know. I know what everything does from like I'm facing you perspective and like
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do, but like it's different when it's in your hand. And I'm like,
sure.
well, I don't know. Like, should I be playing this? Like I was like holding on to cards that were drawing more cards, but like I had like 9 cards left already. So I was like, these are just. I feel like these are just dead. Like they're just sitting in my deck. And I probably should have played these earlier, etc.
Yeah, that's. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be too hard on you. This is your first time playing this druid. I think that it has more answers than the Pain Lock might.
Yeah, I
in
think
terms of-
Pain Lock's like you either just kill them or you lose.
Right,
within, like,
and I
5
don't
turns.
know if we want to bring that in that situation.
Sure.
Obviously, your DK is choice number 1, but I think that the druid might not be the worst thing.
Yeah, I like the druid. I think the druid's a little. I think it has more. Yeah, like as you said, like answers for things and things to react. Whereas, like I think the warlock is it's just what I said. It's like you're either gonna get it or you're not.
Yeah,
I think the druid has more of a fighting chance.
Do you want to like we have? I think we started just a little bit late. Do you
Yeah.
want to do one run
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the druid?
Sure.
And we can do like the 15-minute time limit and just see how that goes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Not a mirror. Yeah. You want me to do something else?
Yeah, whatever you want. I mean, I have no idea what the other people are playing. I mean, some of them stream too. Like we could probably snoop, right? To be fair, like I mean, right? I'm sure it's possible some people snoop me too. Like I know Nagura's playing like paladin, like minion buff paladin, like stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay.
Or at least I saw her playing. I don't know. That's the main thing she's playing. But Lazar, thank you for the 67.
You know, I'll play aggro paladin then.
Okay, we can try that. I mean, just play whatever, right? Like there might be some mages. Whatever you think is like gonna be a popular choice. Like I don't know, right?
Yeah, it's so tough to say because I do think all of the coaches have different coaching styles. Some of them are like saying, "Here's how you play this deck correctly," and then some of them are like, I mean, yeah. So that's a tough one. Druid is pretty dominant. So is priest, but I don't like teaching a priest list feels pretty hard, at least for me. So I think that I will either do a mirror or priest. I'll do mirror again. All right, we have 15 minutes, and knowing that we're going into a mirror, I mean it's a benefit because you know exactly what I'm running because it's what you're running. So I mean you could use that to your advantage. And most druids that you see will probably be running very, very similar lists to this. Like, given a tournament setting, I might include ETC in this list. Just to have, like, a Rust Drop Viper. That's, like, one of the best cards just to have. Just
yeah, I like my ETC for that for sure. For sure. We have the same start as last time, chat. Let's try to take better advantage of it, yeah. Let's try to take better advantage of it. So we play this 2 mana turn.
Finally. My top deck was actually not bad.
Same. Ish.
Are you gonna play Dorian again?
No. I wish. I liked that, but like my hand, it was like hard to keep up with the cards.
Oh yeah,
Like, you're just gonna
absolutely.
burn a
Hand
card or
space
two.
is challenging.
Yeah. So the best thing would be like honestly just to try it again.
You! Oh my gosh!
Bro, we just drew Yogg though. God damn it. We got like 2 big cards here that we just drew.
I just don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to trust you again.
Remember that time I didn't let you know what secret I had when I played? I could draw the 2 dragons. I mean, she can't kill this in 1 round, that's for sure.
You are so convincing. That is such a problem.
Increase your maximum mana by 3 and gain an empty mana crystal.
All strings attached.
Does that work the way I think it works? Wait, did I just misplay that card? How does that card work? Does it refresh 3 mana crystals and give you an empty?
I missed what you played.
New Heights?
No. It increases your maximum and gives you 1 extra.
Okay.
So instead of maxing out at 10 mana, you max out now at
I see.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then an empty currently. Okay. I understand.
My goodness.
So will I see over 10? Got you.
5 more minutes.
Oh, I gotta play one of these out.
Stay alert, my children. Danger. Stay alert, my children. Danger. Stay alert, my children.
Oh
Danger.
my gosh. I truly don't know if I should be proud or offended.
Stay alert, my children. Danger waits.
Time waits for no one.
All right. Are the 15 minutes up?
I have so many feelings right now. We have 11 minutes left.
All right. 15 minutes is super stingy.
I agree.
You made like 20-ish.
Stop and smell the flowers.
This is actually insane. How did you top deck Dorian twice with the trail mix?
Disgusting. I know. It was just meant to be.
How about that?
Okay. What do I want to do here, though?
Not a single scale.
Jolly Dragon. In your hand, give this one.
Not a single scale. Not a single scale.
Time waits for no one.
All strings attached.
For the wild.
Trying to move quicker here. All right.
Stay alert, my children.
All right.
5 more minutes.
All right.
All right, we're at
Melanie.
6. That means 9 minutes left, I think.
Okay. I think we kill this for sure.
Stop and smell the flowers.
5 more minutes.
We all exist in harmony.
Okay, so I actually misplayed here. I definitely should have started with the spell first.
Just so you can see what you have before you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn like kind of dookie. I could draw, right? So I kind of want to play this out as well. Draw 2 cards, but not like they cost 1 less. So I need to play 4 of something, which would be like this and trail mix, I guess.
We all exist
fuck with him next run.
Time waits for no one.
All strings attached.
For the wild.
It is actually mind-blowing how your luck pans out in this game sometimes a little bit.
Yeah, did you see the DK rounds? Yeah. So lucky.
Okay,
I'm
fair,
due.
fair. It's just absurdly good. Like you got everything just right when you needed to. We're at 9 minutes.
Boop. What does this do again? Fresh mana crystals. That's not that useful though, is it? If you're holding a dragon of this minion 1/1. There's just too much shit in my hands right now.
I wonder.
We have 5 minutes left.
Boop, 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 boop.
Together now.
For the wild.
Mom, hi.
Oh no, I burned the fucking... I just wasted our little zillion. Unfortunate.
All strings attached.
Get a picture on the Discord. I'll check it after. It's gonna be our last game for the sponsor segment. Just gonna remind me too. Oh man, dude, that was I should have played one of the little dragons, and then like done the draw.
I have not been able to remove that since you played that on turn like 2.
Stop.
I think I misplayed here a bit. I actually think I could have defended that, but I'll mention it after.
Did you have another nest matron?
No. No, there's a bit of a misplay. Oh, but I'll explain after what it was.
Okay.
At least I think it was a little bit of a misplay. I'm pretty sure it was.
And just like that, I have 4 cards in my deck.
I overslept.
Together now.
For the wilds. Room in my hand. Wait.
Oh no! Oh no! Holy macaroni, dude.
Okay, whenever we started talking about like the vibe in Hearthstone and like different decks and stuff, you have gone full villain.
That was not my fault. I don't know.
No, the satisfaction in your laugh just now, you have gone full villain.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I will make room in my hand. Wait.
Oh no, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this spell as like a last minute clutch, because what, there's 2 minutes left, feels not the worst.
Does health and armor count for the rules?
I assume so.
Because that's
Right.
that seems a little unfair. I don't know. I guess maybe. Because then you just like that means warrior decks are just gonna sit there spamming armor for 20 minutes, and you're gonna lose no matter what.
That's true.
That seems
I don't know
I
actually.
should probably ask about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
they should change it if not. Like that seems ridiculous. Like if
Yeah, I
you're
feel
not a
like
warrior, you just lose then.
That feels like an important thing to know, and if that is the case, then you probably should run warrior.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
I overslept.
I love height.
For the wild.
I think we're at 1 minute.
The virtue of the wild. I bestow these gifts upon the world.
That's just rude.
Only one card left. Oh, I hope it's good.
I learned it all for a second. I feel like you stuck that villain arc. I mean, bro, I don't know.
So my Ziliax got burned, and here we are.
Yeah.
Relaxation for all. And all.
I refuse to play mine until you play Yogg. Je refuse. So I mean, like, if armor counts now, since we're about to finish the match, I would just
Yeah.
I have both sleeps that I can use right now
Right.
and get 30
So,
armor. So that'd be really
officially,
stupid.
I think we're at our 3 turns now. So we have 3 turns from right
okay.
now.
Right, I got you.
Which, like, in a way, it's kind of interesting because it will absolutely change how you play the next 3 turns.
What to do? For the wilds. I wait for no one. I'm almost out of
Beauty
cards.
of nature.
Oh man.
That's probably not necessary. I just wanted to get the taunt out there.
Fill the skies with a cascade.
Well, okay, I've seen. I actually haven't seen it since we got higher rank, but I've seen some cards play Aviana, and just have like 50 minions in their deck, all legendaries. Is that what's up with that?
What's up with so like it's a thing that can happen, and yeah, it's basically just like the golden kobolds from Marin, but you know, just in your deck instead, so you avoid taking the draw damage
Yeah,
or the fatigue.
it's pretty good against plague too.
Cards.
Yeah. I've only run into one list that's hard run it on ladder.
Nature itself detests you.
I feel like we should hit this now and draw once.
So that was the end of first turn. This is second turn now.
I'll play Zillion on the next round.
This is zesty.
I really don't want to draw more cards right now.
I wonder. Relaxation for all. And all thanks to
So we'll put some cards back in our deck.
Time waits for no one.
Nature itself detests you.
Good ordering. Shut up.
What? Not enough time.
That was so good.
I didn't get my hero attack off. Just too much shit. Jared has so much shit like in one turn sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of insane.
Okay, so this is my second turn, which means your
I
next
missed
turn is your
lethal
last
with her at
turn.
47 HP. Your second last turn, you said?
This is my second turn, so then your next turn is your last turn.
My torment is my means.
That road's burning again.
We all exist in harmony.
Good.
My hand is too full.
Oh, I guess all my cards cost less than 6.
So I could just destroy all these right now. All right.
This is your last turn.
Do we have a taunt? Oh, we have. I mean, she's gonna yog my thing. This is the problem. So I guess we play it out anyways now. And like armor, right? Let's destroy her cards here.
Firmly grasp it.
Although I don't think we can actually play everything here. Did they say firmly grasp it?
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
I assume you have your yog. Waited forever.
I do. But like,
The thing is, so if it's armor now, you just use sleep and you win, right?
right.
If that was the
but-
case, I would have used mine too instead of the Ziliax, but
But if it's not armor, right? If it's just health totals, then we tie.
is it health totals? Yeah, like what is the tiebreaker here? Maybe armor.
I don't even know.
And maybe they add minion health to it.
Wait, what did that just send back to your hand?
Marin? There's chances that you both lose.
Burning again.
You want to know what minion was at the bottom of my deck?
But
This one.
I mean, I saw my Yogg right now. Like if this went on, and
Okay, so
I
that would be
probably
the
get
end
you.
of the game.
yeah.
So
Out of cards.
if it's armor included, you win. But also, if it's armor included, you would have played the last turn differently.
Correct.
And if it's health, then we tied.
Yeah, the rule's a little weird. We should probably ask.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
like
worth
legit,
the
if
ask.
there's armor, like I mean, warrior is just gonna be stupid, right? You just play armor warrior,
Yeah.
which seems a little
Okay.
silly. You want to know what the card was that I was like, oh god, this would have like.
Yes.
I max card burned my mini Ziliax.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
man, this one would have just like been so good here.
That would have been so nice.
Because I think my mistake was I had like those two little dragons. I needed to play one between whatever I just did. Because I think I actually can't remember if I drew 1 and 1. If I drew 2, then never mind. I couldn't do anything different. But I think I drew 1 and 1. And I could have
Okay.
done like draw, play dragon, draw, and then I wouldn't have burned that Ziliax.
Yeah, I mean, the next turn you played like the one dormant dragon, and that would have protected Dorian.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think that you intuitively play this list pretty well, especially in a control situation.
There's just a lot going on. Like I just need to build, like, I don't know, experience
Yeah.
with it. Because a lot of times I'm sitting there reading through my cards instead of being like, oh man, this card would be really good right here. It's kind of like, what do I have?
Yeah.
What kind of goes okay here?
I think a very common misconception is people are like, oh, it's really easy to play control. You just clear the board. And that's like, there's so much, control is so much harder than anything else because you have to clear the board, but also maintain your resources and know like what could potentially happen in future turns from your opponents when you need to save resources for what.
Right.
And overall, I think you did a really, really good job with it. And I, based on how you did with this list just now, would recommend bringing that. But
So this
fully up to your
Hunter
comfort
and
level.
Hunter. So Druid DK, you think?
Yeah, but I think we should also check on those rules because if not, you should just jam Warrior until Friday.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I mean, if it does come down to armor totals, that Warrior is just gonna crush.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this Druid can kind of get high on armor too.
Oh,
At
absolutely.
the very end there, but like, it's tough to say as well because if you do like, so the 15-minute rule is stupid because if they include armor, then you would just be like a butthead to be PG, and you would just literally rope every turn with the
Right.
warrior, right? Which is
Right.
going to be so lame
Right.
to watch. So I don't know. We should definitely ask about that because, yeah, I don't know. Like if armor's allowed, you just all you do is just play warrior and just wait until rope every time.
Yeah.
Which is
Druid is
so
just
crappy.
Druid takes a long time to get like going, and that's like the only concern at that point. But I think your DK is perfect for the format of the tournament. And I would like to think that Druid wouldn't be the worst thing, especially with like the beginning of game tempo. But it does take a really long time to get off the ground.
Yes, yeah.
So I guess we'll check on the rules and I'll shoot you another list or two to like just try out. And if at any point you want to be like, you want to try something and you don't have it in your collection, just let me know and I can help you out.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean we should probably chat the next like couple days before the jam. I'll write to Hottie right now in Discord and we'll see what they say.
Perfect.
And yeah, cool. Would you recommend that I guess last thing before we head off for that DK deck? I guess you don't have to tell me now, but for that DK deck, you do recommend I put a Ziliax in there?
I just think Ziliax is a really dominant card, and I think it's worth putting in a lot of things.
But and if so, what would you replace it with?
I would need to look at your list.
Yeah.
I honestly though your list. Hold on. Your list is not. I don't know how much DK or how much Ziliax would improve your list. Like it would be. You don't have. Have you ever looked at like the distribution of cards before when you look at your list?
Yeah.
So you have like a whole lot of 2-cost cards, which is valid. You have a lot of low curve and not a lot of like end of game stuff.
Well, it's because the end of game is stealing their end of game with Reska, and that's why I have like 3 or 4 Reska outs and draw a whole bunch of undead minions, and then more often than not, there's an extra Reska there, etc.
Right. So like, given that, I don't necessarily know that Ziliax would help you that much.
Sure.
I mean, I think that this like, you have a good amount of like draw. Like the draw was lacking a little bit because there were a couple times where you had a dead hand, and you had some draw, but there's plenty of discover, and I think overall it's you've done a really good job of like adding random things here and there that like really work with the other things you're doing, and it's something that you're comfortable with. I wouldn't necessarily add Ziliax to this.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to improve your situation.
I do find the biggest weakness with the deck so far in my gameplay has been, I mean, outside of just getting a crappy draw, but that's like every hand's prone to that, right? Has just been what you said. Like I just find myself sometimes with like, I have 2 cards, the opponent is 8, it's turn like 6, and I just like haven't gotten any draw because I really have 1 draw minion and the rest is a discover.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that
I used to run a gold panner dude at the very
Bolt
beginning.
Banner's good.
Yeah. I cut him out a while ago though.
I would say that you have a lot of like there's
What's up,
like
Al?
the packages of different things you could run, right? And I think you have like the plague package in there, but it is like not super present. So like whenever you get like the Tomb Trader or something, it feels like a dead card because you haven't played Helia, or so that could be, or down with the ship. You have 2 down with the ships, but I think that's all of your plague minions from looking very quickly.
It is, yeah. You'd actually be surprised how many games that extra plague is like clutched, even though it's not like a full plague. Yeah, because I can draw matches out a while and play kills, or just having those random little procs helps. But you did say something very true there. Is sometimes I do have the tomb AOE, and then just like there's no plague present, so it's just sitting dead in my hand. I have only one of them, but I do have one in my ETC as well as like emergency.
Right.
I've considered playing the like that. I don't know her name, like the rocker chick, the gnome that like AOE's for 2 if you finale with her.
Oh yeah. That's a good inclusion.
But I hate playing her because I feel like I don't know. I feel like so many times you just can't match up the 3 when you need to match up the 3.
Yeah, I mean it still does 2 damage even if it doesn't do 2 damage to everyone.
Yeah, true.
It might be worth, because like the AoE that you get from Tomb Trader, like that's the same but without the necessity of a plague.
True. Yeah. Well, it's 1 less, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just a thought.
Experiment, I guess. I mean, I could keep the tomb in the ETC and switch the tomb base hand to the
that could be a good try, and just see how that goes. Run a few games with that, and if you need to, just switch it back. Because if the plagues in the capacity that they are in this deck, if that's working for you, then I mean, don't change it.
The plagues themselves have been great. It's more so there are definitely times when the plagues are used as a resource for AoE, and I need them and they're not there, right?
Right.
So that's the issue. So maybe that swap will help a bit.
There we go. Yeah. Well, this is definitely worth. Like, I think that could be your primary list, and then having the druid as a backup is definitely worth doing.
Yeah. Can you? You already sent me the. Can you send me the code for the druid deck so I can see which cards I'm missing for it? Which I'm sure I am missing some, but that way I can upload it to my collection and see what. Maybe I can craft a couple, etc.
Yeah, I'm sending right now. Oh. Well, we'll chat in the next day or 2, and then on Friday it's the big day.
Yay! Have they said what the prize is? Oh, I honestly, I haven't even looked in, like, I'm streaming it, right? Or how does it work? We stream on our own channels, right?
Yeah, and then I get to talk to you for a short period of time
between
in the middle of the game.
Right.
Oh, between the rounds?
Oh, is it in the middle of the game? I thought it was between rounds. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta read closer, I guess. But
as do I.
I talk to you for a short period of time, and then I think I just spectate you.
Okay.
I think that's the thing.
Sounds good. And the prize pool is $400,000, right?
Correct. Yeah. No, I think it's actually 500,000 now.
Oh, they bumped it. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. I wish. That'd be crazy.
Oh dear. Okay, let's see what I'm missing from this. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's a pretty expensive list. There's a lot of.
I have 17 of 30.
You have what?
17 of 30 cards in that deck.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll take a peek at what we can get. I don't have 30 packs to open. That's for mercenaries or whatever it's called.
You get an account with all the stuff, right?
True. Yes. We're just not allowed to like stream on it and stuff. So I have to do off-stream practice with it. If we're even allowed to. I actually don't even know if we're allowed to. I should probably ask.
Yeah.
Because they said like it's for the tournament only, but I don't know if that includes practice for the tournament.
Yeah, and practicing is kind of important. Well, let me know if you want to borrow the list at any point.
All right. Oh, true. Yeah, but you have to be logged in and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Cool. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.